Ladies and gentlemen, today is December 12th, 2012. The end of the world! Oh no. Good thing. Good thing we made our new Emma login screen for Christmas, right? This is the KNKL Emma stream episode, or day, rather, day 14, where you join me Monday through Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m. on Ustream, where I work on my very own comic by the name of Emma. So thank you guys once again for tuning in to join me live. Without further ado, let us just go ahead and jump into the next part. Yes. Now, for those of you viewing on YouTube, you unfortunately missed out on the making of the Emma Christmas login. But that's okay, because you'll get to see it at the end again. Or you can just rewind the video and see it again. But that is beside the point. Let us go ahead and get into the show. The show. Oh, whoop. So this is basically going to be us jumping in right where we left off from part 2. There may be some spoilers today, okay? I'm just warning you guys. Warning you. You watching out there, if you don't want to have the story spoiled or find out what's happening in the next part, then turn the stream off now. But if you're okay with getting a little sneak peek, then go ahead and keep watching. Because we are going to go ahead and jump in here and begin. Begin doing what I call the layout sketches, right? Oh! You guys are telling me to go to Facebook. All right. Because you guys are awesome. Because my viewers hold the power of the Ustream, the live Ustream, I'm going to go ahead and mosey on over to the daily, or the Emma stream. It better be on the Emma Facebook, because we only look at the Emma Facebook now on the Emma stream. Remember? That's the rule. If it's something on the KNKL page, then that will be seen on Saturday. And, oh, hey. Wow. This is great. What? Wow, she looks cute. Kind of muscly, too. Nice muscle tone, Emma. That's awesome, Toleran. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and like that right away. Dang. That is cool. Thank you. Oh, I love the way you drew the face, too. It's like all realistic and everything. It's like the style, but it's like colored more realistically. That's beautiful. Thank you so much, my good friend. And for those of you still uploading your Emma fan art to the KNKL page, you're going to have to wait until Saturday. So, ha! Suck it! Or, you know, with some Christmas cheer. Suck it. Holiday cheer! For those of you who know what that means. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with our frames. Oh, this is probably going to be the most exciting part of the stream. You get to watch me create boxes. Wow, how fun is that? How fun is that? Stroke it. Stroke them boxes. Whew. So one interesting bit of information today. I actually went down to the chiropractor, thank heaven, finally. And I finally got my neck adjusted. Oh, he basically took my neck and went, and I was like, thank you, doctor. And then I walked out of there feeling great. And hey, let's start things off with a story, right? Are you ever like in the car on your way to somewhere, right? Say the grocery store or something, and you pull up to a stoplight, right? So you're just like that. And then you look over, and then you see the most beautiful woman you have ever seen in the world. But you can't do anything, right? It's like, what do you do? You like you drop your stylus, you throw something at the window, you know, what do you do? Well, I may be creating an invention that will allow you to basically, you remember those sticky hands that you used to get as a kid out of the 25-cent machine? I want to be able to make something like that, and then basically you'll slingshot it, like you'll open your window, and then you'll slingshot it, like, and then it'll go like right onto their window, and it'll be like, "Hey, you're cute. Call me," and then it'll be your number, and it'll be mirror image, so that way when it sticks to the window, it'll show up right for them. And yeah, I think that's probably one of my better ideas. So yeah. Needless to say that that happens to me quite a bit. I've tried all kinds of things to try to get their attention. You know, it's like they're singing a song. You know, like what song was it? It was a Blink-182 song that I knew. I knew the words to, and so she was in the car, right? And I heard it, and I just like started mouthing the words at her, like I was behind the window, but I could still hear the music through her car because it was like so loud. I just started like mouthing the words to her, and she didn't find that very attractive. So I was like, okay, I gotta find something else to do. Sticky hands. That was where I came up with that. Sticky hand slingshot. And if their window's down, it just goes bam, and it just like smacks them in the face. What would it be called? The sticky flirt? Sticky flirter? Sticky car attention getter? Attention getter? When you find yourself in a sticky situation in the car, and also you could like make like bad ones. It's like on the freeway. It's like, hey, fast lane, or I mean carpool. Oh, this happens all the time. Like when I'm driving to work, people are in the carpool lane. It's only them, right? So it's like a sticker. It's like, carpool lane is 2 or more, buddy. Yeah, you can like mark it so like eventually like police officers will notice that and they'll know to pull those people over. Be like, hey, clearly you were marked for being in a carpool lane with only yourself. Is that correct? They're like, no, I have a passenger right here, but it's like a sleeping bag. It's like stuffed with pillows and got like a little teddy bear on the top with a hat on it. Yeah, it works. It works. Okay, let's see. What do I want to do here? You know, I actually don't want that frame to be there. I want that frame to be there. Lovely. By the way, thank you guys so much for joining me for the early parts of the daily. I was literally just sitting there and I was like, I want to do something like really fun because, you know, throughout the day I was actually feeling a little down today, you know? And I can't figure out why. Like, I just been feeling really anxious, feeling a little like broken down, you know? It's like not always happy and chipper all the time, right? I got to do my rituals, I got to dance, I got to move around, I got to do stuff, right? I got to have variety. And I think over the past week or so, I've just really been committed to working on my comic, and that's been good, right? That's all well and good. But if I don't have any breaks or any type of what's the word? Variety. If I don't have any variety, I start to get a little batty. Go a little crazy. Can you say somebody's crazy if you say they're batty? I know you can say they're bat shat, but can you say batty? You're batty. People call me a baddie when I play League of Legends, and it hurts. It hurts. But I'm getting better, okay? I'm learning. I did a really good game with Warwick today. Freaking owned face. Owned face. You want to know my build? The really, really fast running boots. Right? You run really fast when you're out of combat. And what else? I go for Malady. Madrid's razors, so you can, you know, jungle really quickly with them. And then, what else do I get? Oh, lately I've actually been getting Quicksilver Sash because everybody sees Warwick and they're like, kill him, ignite him, right? And then when you get ignited, it totally kills your Q, you know, because you're supposed to go, rawr! you know? Or in this case, it's roar. And then you gain like half your life back. But if you're ignited, then that doesn't work. So the Quicksilver Sash goes, get that crap out of my face. And it totally kicks the ignite, kicks it back in their face. And then you cue them, and then you get half your health back. And that's awesome. By the way, any of you who don't play League of Legends watching this, I do apologize. But we're all nerds here, so you should be able to get that reference. And if you don't like it, then leave. Leave. Just kidding. Please don't leave. Please. Please. By the way, another interesting thing I've learned about myself over the years is that I really, really suck at getting my friends presents on Christmas because I never really know what they want or what they need. And yet my friends are literally the best people at getting presents. They get stuff for me that I didn't even know I wanted. And I'm just like, this is exactly what I needed. It's not even stuff I wanted, it's stuff I needed. And it just makes me feel bad. It makes me feel unappreciative, unloving, you know? Just like, wow, and I can't even get stuff for my friends, you know? So, I don't know. They're always telling me, I was like, oh, just draw us a picture. Just draw us a picture. And I was like, no, that's not. That's what I do all the time. It's like, that's not very special, you know? They're like, no, just draw us a picture. And I was like, okay, whatever. So, I don't know. One year I did make a sculpture for somebody. That was pretty awesome. I made a sculpture. Actually, I can show you guys. I made a sculpture for my friend for his birthday a couple of years ago. And this is one of the... He loves Venom, right? From Spider-Man, right? And I made this for him out of Sculpey. Isn't that sweet? One of a kind. And he used to have a tongue. But it's like really brittle. And I was like, that thing's going to get ripped off, you know, as soon as anything gets a chance. But I made this for him. And yeah, just over time, the mouth or the tongue finally came off. But yeah, I still really like the way it turned out. It was really fun, kind of like exploring the muscles, right? Exploring the muscles in a 3D space. It's actually very, very challenging and fun. So yeah, it turned out really, really good. So I'd like to do another one of those sometime. Maybe one of Deadpool or something. Oh, I made it for him, but yeah, he just put it up in the room because he likes it. And he said, well, I broke the tongue off, so you might want to just keep it in your room. Oh, and I made it for my best friend. My best friend, he actually just lives with me. So, yes. Yes. Either that or he doesn't like it. He's like, I don't want this, you take it. Hence, reinforcing the fact that I suck at getting gifts. So, yeah. So I've been asking everybody. I was like, what can I get my friends? What can I get my friend? You know? Got two big people that I gotta get gifts. And then I always feel bad. It's like all these people get me gifts and I don't get, you know, something for them. I just feel like a loser. I don't want to feel like a loser this Christmas. I want to feel like a giver. A giver. Giving them. Alright, so let's go ahead and get right into the drawing. Free drawing. No, we're actually past free drawing. We are into real drawing. Cleanup drawing. And this is actually probably one of the more, well, the hardest part is really just coming up with the layouts, right? Hardest part is coming up with the layouts. Once you got everything laid out, then all you got to do is just go in here and start sketching. Oh, that's another reason why it's been hard on the eyes. Need to make these a little bit darker. A little bit darker. A little bit of darkness. By the way, that Skype call was really fun. I almost said Skype. That Skype call was really fun last night, guys. All right, Emma, you kind of look like a South Park character. Let's go ahead and let's fix you up. All right. So the first thing we got to do here, let's go ahead and sketch in our circle. Circle of justice. Circle of life. This circle of life makes Emma. All right. Let's go ahead and divide this circle right in half. And then just below that is where her eyes start. Okay. Okay. And now I got Christmas songs on the brain. On the brain. Since we started a little bit late today, I'm going to go ahead and go maybe to like 8:05, 8:10. We'll see. Probably conclude at 8:05, and then I will open up catapults. Then we'll go ahead and finish off with that. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring down the chin. The chin. That's good. And then halfway between, like if you divide the fourth point of the circle, that's where, it's about where, or actually just above that is where, actually, it's so funny how I place the eyes almost perfectly when I'm just really, really quickly sketching them, you know? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? The edges of the mouth, let's come up like that. Good, good, good. Ah. Oh, and her eyes are like rounded right now. That's right. They're rounded because she is very, very scared of what she has just done to this poor man. Yes. What have I done? Is what she's probably thinking to herself. Man, I really want to go sledding so badly. Sledding just sounds good right now, right? Sledding just sounds good. There we go. So it looks like what we got to do here is one of these. Let's bring in those eyes a tiny bit. Where did you get those eyes? Okay, it's cool. And you notice just how I'm kind of measuring things out, right? Because I've grown accustomed to the measurements of Emma. And I am putting them to use now. There we go. Just kind of got sad kitty face going on. Let's go ahead and get this all figured out. Looks like your face is a little small. I think I might need to make it a little bigger with the power of Photoshop. Because her chin should not be that big. In fact, it might just be that I need to bring the chin up a little bit. Because she's kind of looking up a little bit. So, more like that. Right? Yeah. That's the ticket. Yeah, she's supposed to be kind of looking up. So let's go ahead and take care of that biz. There we go. Let's go ahead and open up our proportion sheet. As you can see here, opening up proportion sheets. They are oh so helpful in times of need. Love it when an Emma face comes together. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this crap because I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it again, ever. Cool. How's that stream looking? Good. Good. Let's go ahead and flip this because I think her face is probably a little bit off. There we go. Yum 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 yum. By the way, I like to sing like that, just by replacing all the notes with yum. I don't know where it came from, but I just started doing it. Sometimes I'll do meow as well. Meow 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 meow. Depends on my mood, you know. It's probably actually back from. Oh, I know what it's from. There was this radiocaster named Artie Fufkin. Back when I used to work at a vinyl shop in Utah, right? It was really fun. I used to like make signs, and I used to put like vinyls on cars, and even like the police cruisers, like for Lehigh, the city that I lived and worked in. They would bring in their police cruisers, right? And I'd be like putting the vinyls on the sides, like police, right? And it was really cool. And there's this one time we actually got a canine unit, and we were putting like the little dog's picture on there with his name. I think the dog's name was Renzo or something. It was really cute. So we just put the dog on there with the vinyl. And what was really cool is we decided to jump in the car when it was in the garage, and we were like, just get in there, and it's like all these buttons, right? All these buttons. So you're like pressing buttons, and you're like, ooh, what does this one do? And then it like makes the sirens go on and the lights and stuff. It was really cool. And then my friend pushed a button that he probably shouldn't have because it opened like this rack, just like went, and it was like right next to the seat. And in there was like a freaking M16. It was really, really awesome and scary. And so yeah, needless to say, we had a lot of fun exploring that car and had some fun. Pushing buttons, finding out what stuff does. That's the way life works. Push a button, see what it does. Basically my learning process. There we go. Okay, Emma, you're looking good. Let's go ahead and put your ears in. Put in them ears. There we go. Her head's looking a little fat. Maybe your head is not supposed to be a perfect circle. I think I made the circle a little too big. I think that's what happened. I think that's what happened there. It's not terribly large, but just a little. Just a little big. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring this up here. This follows up to here. That lines up with that. And this comes down here. Yum 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 yum. Cool. That goes over there like that. And that connects down there. Brilliant! Brilliant. How do you check the links I posted on Facebook? Oh, did I check the links? Depends on which Facebook. Are you talking about the Emma Facebook or the KNKL Facebook? Turtles with Guns. Because I don't know if I have checked any links yet today. I've actually been trying my best to. As funny as it sounds, I think I've been becoming a little obsessed with like having people like excited about my stuff, and it's like I constantly want to hear like what everybody's saying. There's always like a message on YouTube or not DeviantArt and stuff, and I go on there and it's just like when I see people writing stuff about me, it makes me like really excited, and it kind of like feeds my artist ego. And I need to kind of watch out for that a little bit because I kind of can become obsessed with it, and if I become obsessed with it to the point where I don't work, then I become depressed. I don't know, isn't that weird? You can have everybody totally supporting you and being happy about stuff, but still be depressed, even with all the love around you. Hey, speaking of that, I saw those links that you guys posted on Reddit yesterday. I really, really appreciate that you guys are doing that and telling people to support the comic. That's the kind of stuff that I need. That's the kind of stuff that I love. So thank you guys very much for doing that. And yes, when I do get candy next year, Halloween, I will send some to you. I'll send some to you. Okay, so rest assured. But oh yeah, where I was going with that was there's actually a big like influx of traffic because of Reddit. So I think that really, really brought in a lot of people. So thank you guys very much for helping to spread the word. And I really like the way that you guys worded it. It's like, former Riot artist Kienan Lafferty leaves the company to start his own comic. It sounded like a movie trailer or something. So you guys are good. You can be writers. You can be writers. I like it. In fact, when we make the Emma movie, I'll probably be contacting. I think it was Aaron that made that, so I might be contacting Aaron to write my movie lingo. This summer, one little girl versus The Walking Dead. And holiday cheer. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, but yes, I do appreciate you guys doing all that stuff. Really, really blows my mind. It just blows my mind. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, Aaron, that was you. Turtle with Guns. I did not know that was you. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you so much. That must be... Oh, okay. That was what you were posting. Then yes, I did check those yesterday. I need to read the chat for just a moment. So I will commence the chat reading dance. This is the chat reading dance. Mr. Matt Patton, no, this is not my final line art. This is the final layout. And then I will go in once more and fix it all up. But I like to solve a lot of problems here, like especially in the faces, because what I'll end up doing is I will actually end up just copying this face over and just using that as the final line art. But everything else, I will actually redraw. I'll actually just line over once more. Now let's see. Why am I having so much trouble with this face? Like I was like on the ball last week with Emma and her face. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble this time around. Such an exaggerated, her eyes are so big. I need to make sure I get it right. Oh yeah, that looks okay. Looks okay. I'm just comparing to my reference sheet over here. You guys can see. See that? I'm just comparing the laid down emotions that I've got for her. Just making sure that they match properly. Her face just looks really wide. Like, why is your face so wide, Emma? Bring it in. Bring it in a notch. Take it down a notch. And then this hair. Unlike many animes, the hair that goes over the eyes and the eyebrows does not reveal the eyes and the eyebrows underneath it. Okay? Doesn't do that. So if you're looking for that, you'll be sorely disappointed. Is that right? Yeah, that looks good to me. That looks good to me. Moving on. Moving on. Let's go ahead and bring your shoulders in a little bit. She has these pointy shoulders. Kind of follow like that. It's good. Good. My only regret in high school, or my only regret from junior high, was that we didn't get to play any Christmas songs. It's very sad. Very, very sad. Woo! Eric, you played Dungeons and Dragons? That's so cool. I love that. I love people that play that game. It's so awesome. You get to use your imagination and you get to create. You know, it's funny. A lot of amazing comic book stories were started because of like an adventure that some friends had while they were playing Dungeons and Dragons. I think that's so cool. It's like a game. It's a brainstorming game. It really is. And that's cool. I understand that you can't talk or that you won't be able to listen. That's fine. I forgive you, Eric. This time. This time. Cool. So again, like I said, with these portrait shots, I really like to solve a lot of problems, right? Because the cleaner I can get this art here, or the more like final I can get the art here, the easier it's going to be to transition once you know, all said and done. And that makes a happy comic artist, especially when you are penciling, inking, lettering, and coloring. It's a lot of work. I used to ask myself, I was like, why do comic artists split up the jobs like that? I mean, why wouldn't they just do it all? Now I know. Now I know. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, so that's good. Let's go ahead and, oh, great. I was like freaking penciling half of that. Well, it was off the screen. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Oh, and while I was, okay. At least when I was fixing stuff, it wasn't totally messed up. Okay, let's just kind of measure the widths of these eyes, just making sure we are good. That one eye looks bigger than the other. I'm okay with that to an extent, but I think that might be just a little bit too big. Whoa, hey there. Hey there. Shing! Oh, I will show you. Mr. Coleman Reyna, what expressions did I draw up for reference? I'll show you. And I'll tell you the reason why I did this. So a few of the things that I did when I was starting was just trying to figure out the measurements, you know, first for Emma. And so I knew I had the circle, right? And then the halfway point of that circle would be kind of where her eyeball started, right? Then I was like, okay, well, how does she raise her eyes? How does she open her eyelids? So I had to kind of experiment with that, and that's what brought me to here, right? And then how does she look when her eyeballs get small, you know, or when she gets scared, or her irises or pupils, you know? So it'll look a little more like this. But the one thing I wasn't liking was look at this space here between the eye and the ear. Like that just bothered me a little bit. So, you know, and then I was also playing around with, you know, how does it work when her mouth opens, you know, really wide if she's like yelling or screaming. Because I don't want it to just like stick at the bottom of the chin like it does in anime. I think that's really, really lame. And I didn't want my comic to have that. So then I just kind of went back to this one because I always had this drawing here and I really liked the distance from the eye to the ear here. So I kind of went back to this one and I was like, okay, that's cool. So by now I figured that, the eye just has to start at that bottom line and then it can raise up, to wherever it needs to go. And then also when she's angry, the eyes will close a little bit more, and like if her mouth is open, or if it can kind of move the nose up and down a little bit too to help push the expressions. And you can see I'm making like little notes here the whole time. Same thing here with just that line, that like upside down L that happens, just kind of representing that her eyes are closed. And the surprised one, and then just one where she's kind of happy talking. Oh, and also this one too, to see how she looks if her eyes are closed and like wincing. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. So I guess that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 major expressions that I needed to look at. And that is the purpose it serves. That is the dinner it serves. Ooh. Ah, yeah. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, let's go. Yes, your cheeks do look a little uneven, don't they? Don't they? The big thing that's just happening here is that these cheeks just need to come down. Like I need to make a little bit more of like this type of shape. Just gonna carve that out. Yeah, I think that's better. That's better. Anyway, that doesn't all need to be perfect right now. It's just getting the thing right out there. I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead and move on into the next one. And we got about 20 minutes to go. So, moving on. So a really easy way to draw Emma's eyes when she's scared is just kind of think of the more circular approach as opposed to the angular approach. She still has this little eyelash that comes out right here, right? But then there's an additional line there. And and then it just kind of goes up like that, right? Not bad, not bad. Let's go ahead and draw these babies down like that. And then she's really freaked out at this point because she's looking down and seeing the blood. Lovely. And as you guys will start to figure out, Emma is a badass. But the funny thing is that she actually, well, I don't know if I should explain it. I should not explain it. I should actually just wait until the thing comes out. I'll wait until the comic comes out. But for now, you guys can come up with your own reasons why she would be so scared of what she's done. The blood on her hands. The blood. Look at the blood. It's all over her hands. That's final line art, by the way. That's the way we roll. That's the way we roll. Cool. Let's go ahead and draw this up here. That chick looks way too big. There we go. Pretty easy to draw Emma's face at this point because it's pretty close up. Don't need to worry about too much detail. Just got to remember to lay in the ear exactly where it's supposed to be. Right around there. Wait a second. Wait a second. I think I messed this up here. Her ear is supposed to come in like that, and then her hair goes like that, right? This is supposed to connect. That is supposed to connect like that. And that ear is way too low. Fix that. Making small adjustments, you know, just little teeny adjustments. Cool. Oh. Good. Yes, that is my excuse too. Perfectly symmetrical faces look weird. So it's fine. A little bit of asymmetry is cool. Basically, if I can flip it one way, it looks good, and flip it the other way, it still looks good. That means we are in business. We be in business. And some holiday cheer. By the way, just for the record, if anybody has not had Winter Dream Tea from Starbucks, I don't believe in Starbucks. I don't drink Starbucks at all, but they have an amazing tea that my friends go out and get called Winter Dream Tea. And it is absolutely amazing. It's like creamy, cinnamony. Or actually, no, it's not creamy, but we add powdered sugar to it. Adding powdered sugar to Winter Dream Tea, I think it's got like cinnamon and other things. I don't know. I don't know. Aw, Emma, don't be scared. It's just some blood. It's just some blood on your hands. Alright, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. It's good. It's beginning to look a lot like Emma in this comic of mine. Take a look at page 5 and 10. Something else that rhymes. By the way, I hope you guys are excited that we are actually doing part 3. We are moving on to part 3. I've decided that I want to make each issue about 30 pages long as opposed to the 20 it was originally supposed to be. And that is because there are some important story and plot points. Some important story and plot points that we want to explain in issue 1. Alright? I feel they're very, very imperative that we explain about Emma. You know, because it would just be weird to like start off in issue 2. Like if we started issue 2 right here, it would be really kind of weird. Like there needs to be a good resolve and all that stuff. Rest assured, there will be. Oh, there will be. Alright, let's draw the blood on the hands. And then we'll probably finish up, and then we'll open the gates and throw the catapults. Welcome back, Sundancer. Welcome back. Here's some holiday cheer. And my friend was like, should also make him say, deck the halls. You know, because he's like punching somebody, he's like decking them. It's like, deck the halls. Deck your halls. Although that sounds kind of inappropriate. Oh, sorry, toucans. Mr. Rosario, you said something a little while ago about uploading something like that to D. Oh, you're talking about the expression chart. I will see what I can do about that. If you bug me enough, I will upload it. Basically like I did with the brushes. You have the power. You have the power, but I'll do my best to remember to do it. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw on these hands. These hands. These hands. I'll show you guys the amazing way that I draw my hands. Alright, so basically the way it goes is we almost got it laid out here. Almost exactly as we want it. Basically I draw one finger like this, right? Like that. Okay, making sure this is relatively thin here. Go ahead and draw in this line. Stretch your hand. Ooh. And these two fingers stick together. Make a little heart shape or whatever. And this hand, I'll probably do more of this type of thing. No, I don't like that. Now, that doesn't work either. There we go. Not bad, not bad. Sort of works. Go ahead and draw in this other hand here. I'm terrible at drawing these hands, like from the sketch. It's like I almost need to disregard the sketch altogether and redraw them. But there are some elements that I'm liking here. For instance, this thumb here. I'm not liking that so much. Christmas. Cool. That looks pretty good. Liking that. One wrist is a little bigger than the other. I don't know if I'm crazy about that. Let's fix it. Fix them. No. Oh, sorry. Oh boy. Oh, what are you guys talking about over here? Okay. So deck your halls. Deck your halls. Okay. So do I like that more? No. Definitely the other way. Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. Cool. Let's go ahead and flip that really quickly. See if I like that. I might end up redrawing these hands completely. Because like if you were to do that, like look at your hands. It doesn't look as kind of looks like that, but they're kind of turned out a little bit too much. It needs to be more like this. So let's see. Do we have time to fix this? We do. Let's go ahead and sketch in a new pair of hands, okay? Because I'm okay with redrawing things, right? I want my comic to be awesome. And if it ain't awesome, then I'm redrawing it, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do actually is I'm going to draw one hand that I like, and then I'm going to mirror it. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at my hand like this. Simplify it. All right, paying attention to the flow of the hand, right? This is generally what's happening here. And let's make sure that we also are taking into account the simplification of the fingers. La 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 la. Oh, I feel like a weird sensation in my neck. Ooh, that's either really good or really bad. That's either really good or I gotta go see my chiropractor again tomorrow. There we go. That's looking a little better. To the extreme. That's the way we roll, Mr. Patton. Always to the extreme. Okay, so that's looking a little bit better. Let's go ahead and combine these two fingers. They stick together. Okay, let's go ahead and rotate this, or mirror this hand. And hey, just as a little tip for you guys. Ah, that looks much better. Hey. This is a cool tip for you guys. If you want to reference a hand, but you don't have the right hand, you just flip your canvas. I use F2, but you can also just go to Image Adjustments, or Image Rotate Canvas. Then you can do Flip Canvas Horizontal. That allows you to reference your other hand and draw it in its place, right? And that saves us time, and we love that. We love saving time, don't we? Yes. Specific flow that I'm looking for here. I'm not exactly getting it still. Still not exactly getting it. Gotta carve out these lines a little more. Just looking for those meat. What's the meat and potatoes of this gesture, of the hand gesture, right? Ooh, there we go. That's it right there. See that line right there that we're forming with the fingers? That's what I wanted. I'll make this pinky a little bit more further up like that. And see, it's fine. It's fine to be rough in this type of thing, and even just like combine these two fingers together. That's totally fine. Because that is my style. That is the way I like to work. You question anything, it's like, nope, it's the style. In fact, it doesn't even need this many lines. It's fine to just be like that. Let's go ahead and do that. Cool. Hey, that's more like it. I like that. Very, 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 very much. And I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the gates, open the floodgates, and let the catapults go. So if you are over in the chat, please, I hope you're thinking of some great questions that you would like to ask me. We're going to take the next 5 minutes, and I am going to answer your questions, whether it be about what presents should I get my friend? I can tell you what presents to get your friends, but I can't answer my own question of what to get mine. Or relationship advice, or Keenan, I'm thinking about becoming a street performer. And how can I break into that industry? And I will tell you. I'll tell you. You just need 4 cones, and you go down to Santa Monica. And you are a street performer. Yes, less than pi. I decided to go a little bit longer today because I started late. So. Damon, Mr. Damon, you're asking, do I toggle my displays? Oh no, I'm actually working with a software called XSplit. That's XSPLIT, and it allows you to basically you can kind of put together all your displays, and then it kind of like all the displays exist within it, and all I got to do is hit these cool little buttons, and then it just kind of, transitions between them. And that is very fun. Alrighty, here we go. Telverin is asking, Keenan, why does Emma always have a bandage on her leg? Is it a design choice or did something happen to her? Well, Telverin, that is an interesting question. It is both a design choice, but it also does serve another purpose. Possibly. But you'll just have to wait and find out what that is. So, yes, it originally started out as like a design choice. I was like, it's kind of cool, a little bandage on her leg, it's cute. But then we thought about it, we're like, something more is at play here. Alrighty then. People asking for my address to send me presents. I do appreciate that, but I'm okay. I'll pass. Alright. So, Mr. Rosario is asking, so Keenan, I was wondering if there's any link or anything to help me with rendering materials. I personally, in fact, this is probably something I should go more into on the KNKL show because I haven't done much searching myself for materials. And really, I think the best thing to do for studying them is to go to a fabric store or just find something that is of that material, even if it's just like a little square of it. Just pay attention to how it reacts in the light. I mean, I haven't done this much myself, but if I were to really sit down and study materials, that's the best way to do. Doing still lifes, like painting still lifes with a digital, your computer's there and you got something on your desk, you paint that, pay attention to how the materials react with the light. There's an awesome artist, shoot, I totally forget her name, but she was doing something at the Massive Black workshop, right? The one that I went to. That's where this little wristband is from. And, shoot, I think her name was Jana. Shoot, but she's got an awesome real thing for materials. But I will keep an eye open and I'll try to refer stuff to you. So that's a good question. Yes, I am paying for and using Premium XSplit for sure. Yeah, because they have a watermark if you don't buy it. Matt Patton is asking a great question. I'm thinking about starting a comic of my own. Any tips? Oh, yes, Matt Patton. I have some amazing insight for you. Okay, so one of the biggest things that you want to learn how to do is if you want to create a comic, you will actually, like, creating the comic is actually the easy part, right? Like, if you have any background in website building or any of that stuff, that's really going to come into play, because I mean, you can make the comic, but then how are you going to get it out, right? You got to think of what platform you're going to be displaying it on. I mean, there's tons of ways you could do that. I mean, what I'm doing for the Emma Comic Online page is I'm using WordPress, right? Like, I bought the domain, and then I use WordPress basically as a template to just put there, and then I replace the pictures and change the text color and all that stuff. So I don't know much about websites, but I was able to make it work. There is something called the 30-day challenge that I looked up, and they basically teach you how to set up and start your own website and like monetize it for like ads and all that stuff. So it's the 30-day challenge, and it's just called the challenge now. But if you do a quick search on that, those guys are very, very knowledgeable, and they teach you a lot about like marketing and stuff, and that's all really good. But I think the biggest like chunk of meat that I got from that was actually just learning how to create and make the website. Less than Pichu, yes. Emma is the only thing I'm working on right now. I don't want to make fan art or anything right now for anything else. I mean, I do, but it's just my priority is getting issue 1 done. Issue 1 done, and then we can worry about doing some more fan art. All right, I'm going to take 2 more questions, and then we will finish up day 14 of the KNKL chemistry. All right. La, 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 la. Project Wonderful. Coleman Rain is asking, have you ever thought about hosting an all-nighter draw-a-thon? You know, I am going to continue to work on this a little bit more after the stream is done, and I just, you know, I didn't know if people would really just want to stick around and watch me draw, because I love being up and energetic and like interacting with the chat, you know, during the hour that we do the stream. But if I were to continue working after this, it'd probably be similar to what we were doing before with the Emma login screen, the Christmas version, where it would just be me probably working, and you could hear the music that I was listening to. So I don't know if that would be something that you guys would be interested in. And it might give away too much. I don't know. Start rage comments. All right. Oh, the Skype call. Yes, I will be jumping on Skype. This will be the last question. Telverin is asking, is there another Skype call? Yes, there is another Skype call, Telverin. I will be on for a few minutes, then I got to get back to work and maybe play some LOL by myself. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to finish up day 14 of the KNKL Emma stream. Please, archive viewers on YouTube, if you like this, thumbs up. If you like it, thumbs down if you don't. My name is Kienan Lafferty. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, you guys take care.